Hi, about to make myself a DIY background using polystyrene foam. Because I'm doing a marine tank, I'm going to use pond type waterproof pond sealer, which can be obtained from Bunnings or any hardware store. You just got to make sure it's pond safe. What else you'll need is some sand, some silly silicone or any silicone really that's clear that can actually be used in aquariums. Anything with anti-mold stuff in it will actually kill the fish. A knife, it doesn't have to be one of these, you can use a saw to cut through it, a normal kitchen knife will do, a marker pen, a set of paint brushes, and something to actually melt the polystyrene to shape stuff. I've got one of these. This is easy for me to use. I'm sure there's other little things that you could use as well. I've tried a hairdryer. Hairdryer doesn't actually get hot enough, but anything that gives a bit of heat off should do the trick. Because I'm doing a marine aquarium, I'm actually using the pond type because you can actually make these out of general purpose cement, but I'm not too sure how that will go on a marine aquarium, and because mine's going to be covered with coralline algae, I didn't really think it was sort of that great to do marine cement. But if you're going to do, say, an African cichlid tank, I'd go after general purpose grey cement, or you could use Portland white cement depending on what you wanted to do. This says here it's general purpose premium Portland cement, blends with raw materials to conform to Australian standard 3972 type GP. It's just pretty much normal cement if you're not in Australia. In America, I think you call it Portland cement. Sand you need, it just gives a bit of texture. You don't have to use sand, but I find it just gives it a bit more realistic texture. The first thing you've got to do is actually measure up your aquarium and actually mark out on your piece of polystyrene foam. Mine's about 25mm thick here. I'd actually go with a bit thicker stuff if I was doing another aquarium, but I got this for free, so I thought we'll actually go with this. But pretty much mark out the inside of your aquarium, the height and the length, and what I'll do now is I'll cut it out. I've just finished cutting it out. It took all of about a minute, just using my knife, which I think I put here. I forgot to mention, if you're doing a background aquarium for, say, an Amazon tank or a Central American tank where you don't want your pH to be too high or too much of the cement leaching out into the tank, with Malawi or Tanganyikan or Victorian cichlers it shouldn't be a problem. Even with marine tanks I don't believe it'll be that much of a problem. Go for the actual waterproofing. Mine's sandstone coloured because I'm doing a marine tank, which I'll be actually adding some colours to. Whoops, I forgot a few things to add. Oxide colouring. Now this one is black, and I've actually got a dark red as well. I used to have a brown, but I've run out of brown. You can use these to change the colour of the actual cement. From, if you don't want a grey, you can actually add a tiny bit of this, and I'll actually show you how it's done. And you can also actually add it to the pond type. Last time I made an aquarium, I actually did it with clear pond type, so it was really easy to mix and match the colours. You only need like a sprinkle, like a pinch of it to actually change the colours. But I'll actually show you how to do that on this film. And yeah, I'll actually start making it and shaping it now, and we'll go on to part 2 after this.